It was evident that Blake was trying to flirt with Justin.
And really what I think happened is that she got into her character, and I think she was starting to fall for him.
Painful things that have been spoken into existence.
Untruthful.
Over the last couple years.
All right, here's where things get really surprising. Justin Baldoni's version of Blake Lively's alleged conduct during the filming of It Ends With Us has been described by many as one of the most shocking parts of this entire controversy. According to reports, Blake allegedly spent much of her time directing an extraordinary amount of attention toward Justin, attention that some critics believe should have been reserved for her own husband. The claims further state that Blake was fully aware Justin was a married father of two, who deeply valued his family and took his wedding vows seriously. Even so, the reports allege she continued trying to get closer to him, repeatedly pushing against the personal and professional boundaries he had established in hopes of getting him to cross lines he had no intention of crossing.
Don't give it to them. They want it, don't give it to them.
Just keep restraint.
Yeah, just do a little bit of restraint.
But that's not all. According to reports, the recordings allegedly show that Blake was the one who started the playful back and forth during the well-known slow dance scene. The same reports also point to a text message that allegedly reveals she invited Justin to her house when no one else was there. The footage has also been cited by some as showing Blake appearing enthusiastic while filming intimate scenes that she later claimed were done without her consent. Critics argue these allegations reflect what they see as a repeated pattern throughout her career, allegedly becoming emotionally involved with co-stars, pushing past professional boundaries, and using personal connections to influence situations. According to those same claims, Justin Baldoni became the one co-star who refused to cross those boundaries and never allowed himself to become part of that pattern.
In those text exchanges, it was really more Blake prodding him, and I feel like pushing him to go there.
Now, this is the point where the bigger picture starts coming together. Over the years, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively built a reputation as Hollywood's funniest and most lovable couple. But according to long-standing reports, the reality behind the scenes may have been far more complicated. Many insiders have claimed their playful public image masked deeper issues that have been growing for years. Rumors of jealousy, insecurity, and ongoing tension have surrounded their marriage for a long time. And when you look back at the timeline, signs of those problems appear much earlier than most people noticed. Reports dating back to 2014 even suggested that Ryan and Blake were spending long periods living separate lives. One major source of friction reportedly emerged while Ryan was filming Mississippi Grind with Sienna Miller. According to those reports, Blake was uncomfortable with the amount of time Ryan was spending with his co-star and found it difficult being apart from him, leading to growing trust issues. People who have closely followed their relationship have also argued that those insecurities weren't limited to one side, they affected both of them. And when you consider the past rumors involving Blake and some of her male co-stars, including Ben Affleck, many believe Ryan was already aware of those stories. Whether those claims are true or not, some commentators argue that It Ends With Us became a major turning point because Ryan may have viewed Justin Baldoni through the lens of those existing insecurities.
They hit it off immediately, and Insider says there was lots of playful flirting going on, enough to make Ryan Reynolds shift uncomfortably in his chair.
Instead of simply supporting Blake from a distance, Ryan became involved in the production itself. Not as an actor, not as a producer officially attached to the project, but as someone who was present behind the scenes. According to one theory, Ryan wasn't simply visiting his wife as he was trying to make sure nothing should happen that would feed the insecurities both of them had been carrying for years. And if that's true, Justin Baldoni suddenly found himself caught in the middle of problems that had absolutely nothing to do with him. From that perspective, he wasn't walking into a normal working relationship. He was walking into the middle of a marriage that many people believe had already been under enormous strain long before cameras started rolling.
The flirting was obvious, and a friend of the couple wonders aloud, is this why Ryan seems to be going after Justin now? Did Blake get too close? And is this all about jealousy? Some people think Ryan is making him pay for that first connection with his wife.
According to insiders, the relationship the public admired online had reportedly begun to look very different behind the scenes. One incident that continues to resurface involved comedian Bill Murray, Reports claim Ryan Reynolds had spent weeks trying to reach Murray about a documentary project, leaving numerous messages before finally getting a return call during a formal event he was attending with Blake. According to those accounts, just as Ryan answered the long-awaited call, Blake leaned over and spoke to him. The reports allege that Ryan lost his temper and told her to back off in front of everyone. If those claims are accurate, it's easy to understand why the moment quickly became a topic of conversation, especially in Hollywood, where incidents like that rarely stay private. People who reportedly witnessed the exchange said Blake appeared visibly embarrassed afterward. Stories like this are one reason many have started re-examining their marriage. As more reports and rumors surfaced over the years, some began questioning whether the picture-perfect relationship the public saw was ever as flawless as it seemed.
Perfect at all.
Ryan was on set a lot, and he went into Blake Lively's trailer once. They were yelling and screaming, and he left really angry and slammed the door behind him.
Ryan Reynolds was reportedly set to appear on the final episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. According to sources, CBS had made it clear that Blake Lively was also welcome to attend. But when the show aired, Ryan arrived by himself. That decision quickly fueled speculation. Many questioned why Blake wasn't by his side during one of the biggest public controversies of her career. Some argued that moments like these are when couples usually present a united front, which led many to interpret Ryan's solo appearance in different ways. One theory suggested Ryan understood just how controversial the situation had become. According to those claims, he believed that if Blake appeared with him, the spotlight would immediately shift away from the interview and focus entirely on the ongoing controversy surrounding her. Reports say Ryan was becoming increasingly concerned about protecting his own public image as the backlash continued to grow. Meanwhile, many people following the story believed his reputation was already being affected. Around the same time, reports emerged that Paramount had quietly ended its first-look deal with Ryan. Whether that move was connected to the controversy remains unconfirmed, but the timing caught plenty of attention. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about Blake anymore. It had expanded to include Ryan as well.
Life too.
How insecure of a person are you that you have to use your movie to mock somebody that you're jealous that your wife might be attracted to?
As the backlash against Blake Lively continued to grow, many commentators argued that she made one of the most strategic moves of the entire controversy. Instead of relying only on her legal team, she reportedly turned to one of her longest-standing Hollywood friendships, the cast of The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Since the film's release in 2005, Blake, Amber Tamblyn, America Ferrera, and Alexis Bledel had long been viewed as one of Hollywood's closest friend groups. Because of that, many believed their support carried significant credibility. Some critics argued Blake wasn't simply seeking comfort from old friends, she was also benefiting from the trust and public respect they had built over the years. Amber Tamblyn, in particular, became a key figure in the discussion. Beyond acting, she had established herself as a prominent advocate for women's rights and workplace equality, becoming closely associated with the Time's Up movement and gender equality issues. As a result, many believed her public support would naturally have a strong impact. During the controversy, Amber, America Ferrera, and Alexis Bledel released a joint statement backing Blake, while Amber also shared personal messages on social media expressing her continued support. Of course, close friends often stand by each other, but that raised another question for many observers. What information had they been given? Some online commentators speculated that they were responding based on Blake's version of events, believing it to be accurate. Whether that's true or not remains unverified, but it's one reason this part of the controversy continues to spark debate.
This really reveals a new playbook for waging a far-reaching and largely undetectable smear campaign in the digital age.
Many online commentators believe the events surrounding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni fit into a pattern they say has surfaced repeatedly throughout her career. They often point back to Blake's relationship with Penn Badgley, which began while they starred together on Gossip Girl. Although they were one of TV's biggest couples, Penn later revealed they kept their breakup private for months while continuing to work together. He has since described that period as emotionally draining, and many now view those comments in a different light. Years later, after marrying Domino Kirk, Penn explained that marriage changed his outlook on acting, even leading him to request fewer intimate scenes to protect his relationship. Supporters of Justin see similarities, arguing he also prioritized his marriage and set clear professional boundaries. After Penn, Blake's romance with Leonardo DiCaprio made headlines. Around the same time, she was filming Green Lantern, where Ryan Reynolds entered the picture. Because of that timeline, some commentators have long debated whether Blake's personal and professional relationships tended to overlap. Whether those interpretations are fair remains a matter of opinion, but they continue to fuel discussion whenever the Justin Baldoni controversy is mentioned. According to the allegations, Justin arrived on It Ends With Us focused on his work and his family. As a married father of two with a reputation for valuing his marriage, many believed his boundaries were well known on set. Yet critics claim Blake repeatedly tried to build a level of closeness that extended beyond a normal working relationship, frequently praising him and creating opportunities for more personal interactions. The same allegations say Justin never wavered. He allegedly stayed committed to his family, refused to cross the lines he had set, and kept his attention on finishing the film. Commentators argue that every unsuccessful attempt only increased the tension. They believe the dynamic eventually shifted from trying to grow closer to growing increasingly hostile, once it became clear Justin wasn't going to compromise his principles. Many who follow the case point to the film's early slow dance scene as the moment they believe everything began to change and the point where the controversy truly started taking shape.